And a very good evening there to the collective. Welcome to the live. I am streaming from TikTok to my YouTube family. A very good warm welcome there. Ooh, tongue-tied there. It is Mercury retrograde. I will be greeting some people as they come in. Streaming from TikTok. And a very good evening there to Rem. Thokoza Mrumdara. Thokoza to Portia. Thokoza to Mara. Thokoza to Wendy, Thokoza to Yo-Yo, Thokoza to Zamo, Thokoza to Kutso, Tanbandavatala. I hope everybody's well. Hello there, Wendy. Thokoza at Lamini, Thokoza to Zamangoza. I hope everybody is well on this lovely evening. Hey Makosi, Thokoza to MJ, Thokoza to CPC, to Yo-Yo Soil, Thokoza to Lola, Thokoza to Kutso, Thokoza Mandavatala. Hope everybody's well. Thokoza to Tina. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares and the follows and the gifts. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thokoza to Papa Ma3K. Thokoza there. Ngosazana. Thokoza to Nomonde. Thokoza to On God. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares and the follows and the gifts. You guys are absolutely amazing. I hope everybody's doing well on this Sunday. I'm going to tap into a short masterclass here. There's some observation that I've made here within the cosmos and within the astrology here, which I feel will be of value here to the collective. Thokoza to Miss Ora, Thokoza to Poli. And from there, we'll tap into our normal Sunday reading, as we usually do. Without any further ado, Thokoza to Kinagabelo, Thokoza Mdumdala. Let's tap into today's topic. And you'd have seen there in terms of the title of the reading this evening. Thokoza to Sibongile, Thokoza to Candy Floss, Thokoza to Lorinda. Thank you so much, Bandabadala. Thokoza to Neo, Thokoza to Mamkwati. All right. Now, this interesting observation that I made here, collective here, is that it would seem that the universe is working overtime to merge polar cosmic opposites during this period to form very sacred soulmate unions here that are very intentional here. All right, Thokoza to Karabo, Thokoza Bandabadala, and I'll explain as I go on. What exactly is this that you're speaking about, Koko? And why is the universe merging these opposites here? Why would it be important? Firstly, alchemy, transmutation of energy, the transitional period that we're in at the present moment, where we're moving away from, I'm sure you guys have heard of the old Earth, which is dying out, and we're going to be living in a new Earth. Certainly not moving to Mars, as per Elon Musk. No, not at all. We're staying right here. But alchemy requires opposition here, collective here, for this transition to happen here. And it encompasses quite a few unions here that are not only limited to romantic unions. Okay, these can also be in forms of even friend contracts, family contracts as well. And we're moving away from that. With that, you know, there are the required contrasts here where we need to look at the elements and merge the elements as far opposite, as cosmically opposite as possible here. And I'll read the different cosmic opposites here that are listed here and the relationships that I'll be focusing on moving forward for the better part of this year. But they do include, obviously, the water, the fire, the air, the earth, all right? But it also encompasses the mind and the body All right. So during this period here, the universe is crafting balanced vessels and forging polarity into harmony. Now that can only be a good thing. That can only be a good thing. That's only something God would aspire to do here, and only God can pull it off himself here or herself here in this particular instance, right? Now, the old love templates are definitely dying, all right? We're exiting the contracts that are based on trauma bonding, performances, or any form of tradition here. And what remains, well, definitely what I mentioned a bit earlier here was that is going to be intentional unions where these opposites choose to meet in the middle. And you may be asking, Gogo, don't keep us in suspense. Give us the pairs here. Which are these pairs? Do I fall under these pairs, under this cosmic divine pairs of polar opposites here? First and foremost would be the mixture of Aries and Scorpio. As we know, Aries is a fire sign. Aries is a water sign. Certainly, fire and water don't mix. All right. This is the archetype where the warrior meets with the witch. All right, because one is very spiritual, one is very dominant, and they get things done. All right, and we further articulate a little bit further here in terms of what their theme would be. It would be passion meets depth. Lust becomes emotional transformation. And the lesson here that the universe is trying to teach these pair is that not everything needs to burn to prove that it's real. And I hope that I'm still with you here, collective, here as we move on. Then the second pair here, we've got Cancer and Aquarius. Water and air. All right. Zindezi two futhi ezingahlangani in the manner of speaking. All right. But this is where the empath meets the visionary here. And the theme here is that the heart meets the head, and then tradition meets the future. All right. So Cancers are very rooted within their tradition, and Aquarius is very forward-thinking here. Yeah, I hope we're all still together. The lesson here that's been taught here by the universe is that emotions and ideas can coexist if both feel safe. Good evening there to Vero. All right. Another pair would be Leo and Virgo, earth and fire. All right. This is where the star meets the servant in a manner of speaking here. All right. And the theme here is that expression meets devotion. Radiance meets refinement as well. The lesson here is that greatness isn't loud or silent. It is a sacred action. Gatemba was still together, and some of you are still relating, and hopefully you're connecting the dots and you're saying, as Goga happened to fall in between in those pairs. Yeah, you're going to be most affected by this transitionary period, by this spiritual ascension that we're having here as a collective here. So this is the collective that I'll be focusing on moving forward. There's also Taurus and Gemini here, where earth meets air. All right, this is the sensualist meets the messenger. All right, the theme here is that the body meets the mind, and stability meets curiosity. The lesson here, love doesn't have to be fast or still. Love can breathe. That's the lesson there for those two. We also have here the last two here that are remaining here, Libra and Pisces here. Air and water, the lover and the mystic. All right, the theme here is that beauty meets the spirit, balance meets surrender as well. The lesson here is that true union is both aesthetic as well as divine. Yeah, Togoza Miss Or. I'm grateful that this is of value here, and we're all still together. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares and the follows and the gifts. You guys are absolutely amazing. Lastly, here we've got here Sagittarius as well as Capricorn here. All right, this is where the nomad meets the builder. The theme here is that expression meets discipline, and then freedom meets legacy here. The lesson here is that love can roam and still have roots. All right. So I certainly hope here, collective, that created some clarity for some of you and your unique relations and why you've been affected so intensely by this period here of spiritual ascension, these clearing out of karmic debts here, and ascending into the new earth essentially, and also moving into a higher self respectfully as well. All right. There are some bonuses here. Some of them, the exals, those ones come, we can almost say secondary, but they are affected as well. We do find the pair such as Aries and Libra, which is self versus the relationship. Taurus and Scorpio, possession versus surrender. Gemini and Sagittarius, facts versus faith. Cancer and Capricorn, this is a homebody versus somebody who wants to own an empire. Leo and Aquarius, spotlight versus collective. Virgo and Pisces, this is the detail versus the dream, right? So these pairs are often brought together in lifetimes to heal all the extremes and find a third way or a middle path here. So what is happening here, Bandabadala, I do hope that it's creating some light here. For those who've heard me, you've heard me. Those who were able to keep up with me, you've kept up with me. In the interest of time, I've got 2 pages where I wanted to go into depth, but I think with the warm reception that I've received, so let us have a look, see here, what the collective can anticipate in August. What can the collective anticipate here in August? Spirit, help us get clear, concise messages, please, here for the collective. Cover us here with the white light of protection as we enter the tarot. Thank you so much, Spirit. Togoza tunzimbi. Yeah, look at that. These are endings. These are endings. These are coffins. This is the finality. I'm being shown once again the 9th of August 2025 till 10 October. The universe is going to be forcing the collective to move in a very particular direction here. For everybody here that has been resisting this change, for everybody here that has been stagnant, for everybody here that's been dragging their feet, the universe is going to grab you. The universe is going to grab you. That's what I can tell you. Togoza to Tono, Togoza to Miss Ora M, Togoza Mdomdala, Togoza to Wendy. Alright, what else can we see here? Ooh, okay. For some of you, I do see here possibly a deepening connection here with your children as well here. It's giving the energetic conference that your children will be observing you quite a bit during this period in August. They may need you more than usual during August. What's happening in August? Why do they need you so much? They look so needy. We'll clarify that. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares and the follows and the gifts. You guys are absolutely amazing. What else is coming here in August here that the collective can look forward to? Some of you may be moving house. I'm hearing some of you may be moving house. Look at that. As I say that, there's the house comes out there. Yeah, definitely. Some of you are definitely moving house here. Or you're moving, you're changing the address where you live. Strong energetic confidence of saying that the collective needs to maybe pay a little bit more attention to your kids. With this child card, some of your kids may feel neglected during this period. They may feel that you're distant with everything that's going on. There's a lot of moving pieces here. Okay, one more. One more here for the collective. Oh, top one. Okay. Well, some of you may meet the divine masculine in August, because this is August reading. But be very careful, because we still have that latent energy, which I was feeling, that, in August may come around the corner. And there may still be this karmic energy that's still latent, that's still in the energetic confluence here. So there may be somebody here that still may find a way or a loophole here outside of the Mercury retrograde to still steal your time. I just see somebody here coming into your life to steal your time here. So be very careful of that. Be very careful of deals as well, especially if you're going to be moving houses there. We all know, especially if you're going to be renovating a house or buying a new house or doing something to the house or moving these massive logistics like this that speaks to your home and your home security. Be very careful here of the people here. They may want to take advantage of you. Be very sure that you leave no stone unturned here. All right. And we've got this main male here that would be popping up here. Interesting main male. Interesting. Okay. Hey, the collective have been waiting for this main male, yes? Kadeni male, divine masculine, ufika nini? Awu bantu thina uxolo mntu omdala, awu bantu. Hey. Anyway, uzawathola amandla mntu omdala. Uzawathola amandla. Let's tap into the tarot. Let's see what we have here for the collective. Spirit, help us get clear, concise messages, please, here. For the collective, what can they anticipate here for August? For the highest and greatest good. We've got here a thief, we've got the child, we've got the main male, we've got the coffin, we've also got the house here. All right. Let us see here. What is happening here? Hey, we already have reversals. Why are they in reverse? Okay, would anticipate reversals because of the Mercury retrograde. Things will be delayed. So I did get that energy as well. Good things may be delayed here. But you can anticipate some progress, which is the overall energy here for August here. So there's a lot of moving energy here. Chariot speaks to movement, progress, action, integration, determination, willpower, control, direction, departure, courage, victory, as well as embarking on a new journey. As we all know, the Empress and the Emperor are the only two the majors here that really control the chariot here. So I do see here some positive spiritual ascension happening here in August. But I do see here it would be a choice here for the divine masculine and the divine feminine here to choose the direction that they need to move in. So it's going to be a period here for choices. Okay, what is happening here in the recent past here? Ooh. In the recent past. Well, I see this energy here in the recent past here, which would speak to, the greater parts of July. Anything from yesterday moving backwards. The collective was in this Nine of Wands energetic confluence. Let's see how it continues. Where are you guys now at the moment? Yeah, some slight delays here. What happens in the future? Okay, the reading closes out very positive, so I'm happy with the positive closing here. I get the overall energetic confluence presently at the moment for the collective that are feeling in the energetic confluence of the Nine of Wands, and I would believe it would be a situation that involved the lovers here. I do see some deception that has happened here in the recent past here. We do have here the King of Wands, which speaks about the divine masculine being very impulsive, ruthless. You may have had high expectations of them. They have acted hastily, unpredictably, and you're unable to achieve your set expectations during this period here. Of course, we did speak about the period here of Mercury retrograde in terms of any relationship that you'll be going into during Mercury retrograde is usually a trap here. It's a karmic trap. All right. If you go back to old people, those are karmic loops. So that's you repeating the cycle. So it would make a lot of sense to be in this energetic confluence presently of feeling an energy of feeling unfairness. There's an energy here of lack of accountability. There could be some guilt and dishonesty, and maybe somebody here who feels that there should be some punishment that should be dished out here, or some karma during this present energetic period here. With this page of wands here, present day energy, I'm seeing the collective almost saying to me, hey Gogo, we want to move, man. We want to close this cycle. We want to move into this wheel of fortune. You're ready to move wherever you are at the present moment, and you may still be saying here, but I've got these financial constraints, these responsibilities that I have to look after here during this period here. So there's a lot of things that are possibly out of your control presently here, collective here, that are conflicting with your plans here of stability, which in turn causes a bit of instability. Of course, you would anticipate poor communication during this period. It is Mercury retrograde, absolutely. For some of you, I do feel with this period now coming closer and closer to the close out, especially in the workplace, you may feel that you may be experiencing bad luck. There may be no control of things as you normally have control in the workplace. They've just come in, I didn't see. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares and the follows and the gifts. You guys are absolutely amazing. There is this strong energetic confluence here where the collective is very much resistant to change, especially in the workplace. I do see a lot of changes happening here, and I'm almost getting for all of my fixed signs. You guys are being affected the most, and you are the ones that sit anyway on this wheel of fortune anyway. You're not liking the changes that are happening here in your workplace, or things that are happening, and you may feel that you may be experiencing a rather negative phase during this period. All right. I'm almost hearing the cards say here, the collective should be asking the question, why is this happening here? Why do they feel so much bad luck? Why do they feel that they don't have any control? Why are they being resistant to change? Why do they not want to break these cycles here? Why do they feel that they're not in control? Why do they feel this air of unfairness? The air of unfairness we understand. It's got quite a bit of moving pieces here. We understood here in the recent past. But presently now, in terms of you moving forward, Spirit wants to know here, Wuti, why do you feel this way? Because Spirit is saying here, high risk, high reward. The response I'm getting from the collective is saying, hey, Gogo, I've gone down that road before. I've burnt my hands, I've burnt my fingers. I'd rather take a calculated risk here, know that I'm moving from point A to point B, and not leave it up to the universe. You've been catching hands, absolutely. So I do understand this energetic confluence that you're in at the present moment in time here. Some of you may have received some bad news. But I'm hearing there's been a lot of poor communication in and around your energetic confluence, like you cannot believe here, collective. Poor communication in and around your energetic confluence here. Now, to answer the question here as to why the universe wants you to move from this particular situation here, because now it's really squaring off in speaking about the coffin, what things no longer serve you here for your highest and greatest good here. And I'm going to introduce the coffin in the middle of the reading here. It's because they create creative blocks here. All right. They create a very unhealthy codependency here that you no longer need, that no longer serves your highest good. Even if you're working, in a high-paying job, there's something about it that's just not fulfilling anymore. The common challenge here that I am seeing from the collective is that you may be having good jobs, but you're having to stretch the rand a little bit further every month. Every month when we are stretching. Aliki month or you're feeling that's financial stability here. So it's causing this anxiety within your energetic confluence here. It may make you act out of character. Interesting. But this energy here, moving on here to the Hermit, to the Eight of Swords, I really love how it really turns out here. There's going to be a change here, and I do see here somewhere around the second week of August here. You may still experience a creative block, to all my creatives and content creators here, as you may have been experiencing over the past few weeks. Your anxiety may peak a little bit. All right. I must warn you, there's still this energetic confluence of infidelity in your energetic confluence. So as I say again, we're still in the Mercury retrograde. So until this latent effect also blows over here and you're no longer attracting karmics here, the karmics will see you as the Empress in reverse during this period in time here. Okay. But what I do love here, moving on here from the second week of August here, I do see the collective now honing into your long-term visions here. All right. How do I put this? Seven of Pentacles speaks about still in this energetic confluence of limited success, reward, distractions, working without results, having delays and disappointments. But at the same time, with the Five of Pentacles here leading that, it speaks about now you recovering from all of that. All right, you'll be recovering here from spiritual poverty. You'll be having a lot of clarity in thought. You won't feel impoverished. You'll feel a lot of improvements. You'll start to understand all your karmic lessons. You'll get to the point of forgiveness, and I do see positive change here in the horizon here for the collective, which is a beautiful energetic confluence. And the moment that you guys have all been waiting for, the moment that you've all been waiting for, is to get out of this hermit mode. So you'll be leaving this period of isolation, loneliness, withdrawal. I do see some of you tendering in some of your resignations. I do see some of you closing distance with that moving here off the house. So you definitely will be moving and closing distance here with some of the people here that are meant to be in your life. And I'm seeing a lot of things come your way here. So I'm seeing new relationships actually do start in August here. And what I also love here is the Eight of Swords here being in reverse here. You're going to be letting go of self-limiting beliefs here. You're going to silence the inner critic a little bit more here. All right. I'm seeing you having better control over your anger, your guilt, releasing these negative thoughts and opening up to new perspectives, self-acceptance, as well as freedom moving forward here. All right, let's clarify here this Nine of Wands here. Why is this Nine of Wands here? Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares and the follows and the gifts. You guys are absolutely amazing. I don't want them to be in reverse. Let me sort them out here, collective. I don't want to read reversals today. Not on a crescent moon. Not of the Mercury retrograde. Alright, just a second. Sorry about this, collective. Alright. Zasha. Togoza Lady TT. Yes, shut those limiting beliefs down here. Shut these limiting beliefs down here. With this Nine of Wands here next to the Lovers here, to the King of Wands here, I get that meme here that's done by Orion. Who's this lady? Orion I think. She's here on TikTok. She makes those funny skit memes there. And it's almost the universe looking at you, speaking to your higher self, and saying to your higher self, we just need one more test here for the collective. And this is you responding to the universe and saying, but I've learned all my lessons here. You understand karmic relationships, you understand healing, you understand yourself, you've been working on your spirituality, you've developed some of your talents here, you're on your right path here. And the universe feels here, you go to know, one more, just one more for the road. All right, so this is the one more here for the road here. This is one more lesson here. that you experienced here. It'd be interesting to know here. Ting Mone. No, they're not. These aren't cosmically opposing signs here. I'm seeing fire and air. Just want to confirm. Ngake confirm. Yeah. No, these aren't karmic opposites here. All right. Let's see here why we have this Nine of Wands here. Why is the Nine of Wands here? Yeah, there it is. You've been working on yourself for a very long time. You've been choosing or seeking high levels of commitment, and you're almost saying here you were sucker punched here. Okay, yeah. You've come back to my door towards a zeal. Yeah, no, you were sucker punched here, collective, and this is why you're in this Nine of Wands energetic confluence here. You're saying to me here, as I've been saying, what you've been working on yourself, right? Diligently working on your passions, working hard, setting high standards, mastering your apprenticeships, your talents, your skills, your development, your positive potential. You've been looking for calmer waters. You've been in this transitionary period. You've been moving towards change. You've been leaving the things that no longer serve you. You've been aiming for things that are here for your highest and greatest good here. And I'm hearing not everything that glitters is gold. So, yeah, banishaya ngomdubulo la. It was not funny at the time when it happened, but sesingayisheka manje. Yabo. Oh, why the lovers here? Look at that. Oh gosh, collective. Oh gosh. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Knight of Wands to the lovers. This is why you're upset here, collective, is that you're put in a third party situation here where you thought that this is it. You've reached the end. This is your soulmate. Things are looking beautiful. Tando liyashisa. Aw, kanti. Hey, kanti ubambe mesi man collective. Thokoza thunaleli kanti ubambe mesi man. Eish kanti ubambe mesi. Ayikho eqala ngoJuly guys. Ngisasho namanje. Ayikho eqala ngoJuly. Hi there thunaleli. 354 in the northwest or NW. Thokoza Ndlondlo. For everybody who's just joined us, I am doing a collective reading. All right, so, well, we know the Knight of Wands here, collective. The Knight of Wands is somebody here that is very spontaneous. This is somebody here that has got a lot of energy, very passionate, driven by hormones, moves fearlessly, very sexy, very impulsive, very charming, very unpredictable here. And I do see here you being in this third party situation here, which was not pleasant here, as you know. Usually the Three of Cups speaks about a celebration here, where it's where you're excited here. There's something here that you wanted to celebrate here, with possibly this new relationship here. You may have told your family and friends that, hey, I phela manje ke so phumile kwa isolation, so aphuma kulela jele lela abakufaka kulo. So you're a free person now. Now you thought, you were moving forward, or you're gaining traction here. But fortunately here, the traction here that you were met with here, unfortunately, was the karmic. So we always need to keep at the back of our minds here, but at the present moment in time here, collective, we're in a period where the universe is healing wounds. Now, you can look at this from a negative point of view, or you can look at it from a positive point of view, where you can appreciate the lessons that the universe was trying to teach you here. And once again, this lesson here came to me and was saying here, it needed to happen so that it can heal a very deep wound within the collective here. Wounds that the collective didn't even know that they had these wounds. So that's what Mercury retrograde does here. It does come in to shake up your life and to make doubly sure that you're ready to move on to the next level. Eyakho mntu omdala. Eyakho mntu omdala. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares and the follows and the gifts. Okay. Messy, 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 messy. Messy, messy, messy. It's exactly what I see here. So whatever happened here, collective, with this King of Wands, this divine masculine here in reverse, this is somebody here equally just like the King of the Knight of Wands, also impulsive, very ruthless, has high expectations, acts unpredictably, all right, and they're ruled as well by emotions. So I do see here that whatever happened here between you and this particular person, there was I'll call it what it is, man. This was lust. All right, this was lust. Your person chose lust over you at this present moment in time. Whatever connection that you had here with this particular person, they chose lust. They chose to loop or repeat a cycle. Clarified by that, we do have the King of Wands here. This is them offering you this cup of love here in the recent past here. But they offer this cup of love with secrets here as well. By default, with the two towers being present here, you guys were building on ground that had no foundation. These towers on the beach sand. These are two people. Once again, these are cosmic opposites again. So you may have been dealing with a cosmic opposite during this period in Mercury retrograde, because you do have a domesticated dog and you've got a wild dog here on the moon card as well. They seem to want to go somewhere, but it's as if they're not hearing each other. Of course, there has been this poor communication here. All right. Second to that, the moon speaks about illusions here. All right. Mystery dreams, your intuition kicking in, having unfounded fear, anxiety, and an overactive subconscious, and also having heavy premonitions during this period. All right. So when this person offered you this cup of love, and they went and became insidious behind your back here, and they did what they needed to do here, being impulsive, being ruthless, acting in haste and unpredictably here. This is why that they did it there. All right. It was all because of the Mercury retrograde. Okay. Where's the collective now? Because this is the past. So we're happy here, collective. This story here, we've explained, we've closed it, why it had to happen. You had to learn a lesson here. Somebody that came into your life for a reason or a season. Once again, Spirit is saying here, do not personalize it, contextualize it. Spirit could have chosen anybody to fulfill this role. All right, whoever you got. It was just the luck of the draw. Understand as I'm not taking any questions. I am doing a collective reading for everybody who's just entered the live. Please be so kind as to gallantly tap your screen. We're currently on 62,000. Let us move all the way and target 80,000 here. All right, to clarify here, the Page of Wands in reverse here. Hey. You guys have got this blind loyalty here for some of you to your employer. I'm going to tell you straight. You guys have got this blind loyalty to your employer, and there's this, it's giving that energetic conference of, Koko, we've got responsibilities. At the end of the day, we've got responsibilities, and asikwazi ukuphuma la singana plan moving forward. Thokoza lethu kagiso. But the end is here. The end is inevitable here. This cycle has come to an end here, collective. The reason why you're feeling a lack of direction, delays, procrastinations, creating conflict, having instability in your life is that you don't want to leave this old life of yours. Hayi ungizawuyangizwa. Thokoza lethu tshepo. Thokoza yona. Yeah, you guys are too loyal here. Look at you guys here. Look at how you guys are looking at your employer. This could be a business that's not doing well, but there's something here that you're holding on to. For some of you, it's the theme of love. You're holding on to a relationship here that you know the horse was bolted a long time ago. This speaks about people, places, and things here. And you're saying, aye, man. And you're confused. During this period, there's a lot of confusion as well in your energetic conference here. There's delays. I'm hearing you guys are saying there's delayed communication that you're anticipating. And I figure because maybe you're blocking it here, collective, where you are. Your frequency does not match this new earth. We'll call it the new earth that we're going into. By the timeline jump. Some astrologers call it a timeline jump. For you to reach this timeline jump, you need to let go of the old and make room for the new. All right? Why is the justice here in reverse? Why is the justice card here in reverse here, Spirit? Unfairness, lack of accountability, guilt, dishonesty, punishment. Death. Death. Death is always about endings and beginnings here. And with the Five of Swords here being at the bottom of the deck here, collective, it's speaking about you having internal conflict with yourself. You're having internal conflict with yourself. You know what's expected of you. You know what you need to do. You know this has come to an end. Here's the first cycle saying it's closed off. Here's the world. You know that it's been closed off for some time. Your higher self is trying to get into this new life. But when I get 3D, you're still looking back. You're still in between the places here. You've got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Yeah, Togoza to I'm glad that it's resonating here. And that's why this Wheel of Fortune as well is in reverse here, because it's speaking about your frequency being in misalignment. Your frequency is not in alignment here. Your frequency is not in alignment with where you are. Wherever you are is no longer serving your highest and greatest purpose or your highest good here. And you know and feel it here, collective here. Nobody needs to tell you. Nobody needs to remind you here. World, death, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. We've got the Five of Swords, internal conflict. Wheel of Fortune here. Yeah, you're quiet about moving away here. This is Spirit's advice. You need to walk away. Here's the Five of Swords again. Here's this internal conflict here. You love whatever this place is. People, places, and things. This could be a person, could be a place, could be a job. But your frequency is speaking to you. Your higher self is saying, this is no longer conducive to us. There's no more growth. You've hit a glass ceiling. You've hit a glass ceiling. And for some of you, I'm hearing that instead of maybe taking action, you guys are numbing yourselves. You're trying to heal, but you're healing in the wrong modalities here. You're numbing yourselves. You're trying to quieten this demand here from Spirit that's saying, bring these things to an end. There's the coffin energy again. Wheel of the world, death, Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Cups, 4 of Swords, Togoza Dumi. You're trying to drown it out. And Spirit is saying, I hambi ganjalo. Let me tell you the verbatim. Spirit is saying, aungeli logo. Spirit is saying to the collective, aungeli logo. So things are going to happen here, collective, with or without your cooperation, and you'll start to feel the walls closing in on you here. To Angela hand. No, you'll start to feel the walls closing in on you here, collective. And it's time to go. I'm literally hearing it's time to go. and then niyathandaza, niyaklenza, niyacela, kodwa empty. There needs to be change here, collective. There needs to be a collective change here. And I do see this one stumbling block here of saying, hey, kodwa gogo la yazi basibambe ngamatapile ke apha ke gogo. Sibanjwe ngamatapile nyani apha. We have no place to wiggle. There's no wiggle room here. And it's all about literally coming to the old adage of trusting the process. We have to come back to the old adage of saying you just need to trust the process here, collective. You guys are not going to say, jump out. Where you are, it's bending. If I look at this reading now, as I say that, I'm literally seeing your old life here set aflames. Like, there's no room that is safe here. There's no part where you can tell me, hey, Gogo, I'm finding some solitude or some safety here or comfort. Why is the Empress in reverse here? Why is the Empress here in reverse? Spirit, clear, concise messages, please, here. For the collective, why is the Empress in reverse? Nine of Swords. To the Four of Wands. Well, I'd understand this. Well, you guys are expressing your disgruntled nature towards the universe here, to saying, Guti, to the Nine of Swords, because you've worked so hard, because you guys have been working, you guys have been catching hands from Spirit for the better part of the year, and serious hands here. And I'm almost seeing you guys having this yo-yo effect. It's sometimes it's like the stock exchange. Sometimes things are looking good. The bulls are in town. Sometimes the bears are in town here. And you're saying to yourself, yeah, when will you find the stability? When will it stop? When will you have this balance here? When will you stop having this worry, this anxiety, this depression, this fear, these nightmares? Because some of you are heavily depressed during this period. Heavily depressed. You're struggling to sleep at night. You're waking up in bewitching hours. Yeah, push-pull mechanism. Yes, Mdumdal. But here's your biggest gripe here, is that you're saying to Spirit, you've done everything that you needed to do for Spirit. And you're almost questioning Spirit, where are your spoils? Why is everything being delayed for you? Why do you always have to hear there's a delay? Why are your things always, there's always something here. Guys, yes. I'm hearing the collective saying there's always something here. Now next week kokuzafika futhi ati nako sokuyi-9 zaka August ati no say extend the retrograde. Which is very much possible here, collective. There can be that latent effect. So the retrograde, we say tentatively 9 August, but it can extend to possibly even 16 August, for instance. Yeah, but still have that latent effect. But I still feel you in this energetic confluence as you enter August. You guys are still feeling this heavy energy here of worry, fear, depression, nightmares, insomnia. And simply because you guys are still in the same position here, I don't see you guys taking action, because Spirit is saying here, collective, you're misaligned. You need to get to this Four of Wands, right? You need to enter. The power is in your hands, Mdumdal. Right now, Spirit is saying the power is in your hands. Don't look anywhere else. Don't look around. Don't look at your neighbor. Don't look at your parents or whoever. The answer is within yourself here. These decisions need to be taken by you. You need to take stock, wherever you are, whatever you're holding on, whatever this truth is to you. Is it still serving your highest and greatest good here? That is the big question here. I do see you though, your spiritual connection heightening here. Your intuition is going to be much, much, much stronger. I'm seeing also a very positive change here within your energetic confluence so far as your view of spirituality is and the relationship that you have with your guides here. Okay. What's happening here with these rewards of yours? Because something changes from this point forth. Something changes, and I'm seeing E16 Zaga August as I say this. So somewhere from E16 Zaga August, you can start anticipating this energy. My God. Two very strong messages that come out here. First things first, like I'm saying, whether you do it the easy way or the hard way, judgment has been called here on your particular circumstance here, collective. All right, there needs to be a rebirth here. You cannot continue the way you're continuing. You're being shown as somebody that is stuck in a coffin. This could be a dead-end job that's not going anywhere. You could be in a relationship that's not going anywhere. You could be very loyal to people, places, and things that are not taking you anywhere here in life. And Spirit is saying here that chapter has come to an end. So we need to take you out of here, Gemanj. Sekphelile. Thokoza Tume, thokoza mntu omdala. No, sekphelile. Like I'm saying, mazithi August. Hayi, thelwa amakati ngobisi ngenkani. And Spirit is saying here, some things will be hidden from you and you'll only discern these through your intuition with the High Priestess here. Once again, Spirit is saying here, look within here. This journey was started a long time ago. You made your karmic contracts, you signed on the dotted line, you wanted these experiences here. We're now ushering these experiences here. Yeah, 16 August iyaphela, guys. These distractions are going away. Limited vision is going away. Limited success, restrictions, money blocks, things not growing. Things that I'm seeing you turning a corner there. Maziti August 16. All right. And there's a new opportunity there as well that presents itself. Now, this is a real shiny item here. It's Axiliana. This one is not the glitter, guys. This one is the real one. I'm excited about the Five of Pentacles because I see most of your money is going to improve here in August, here, collective. I'm tempted to say dramatically, but not for everybody. But I do see an improvement here in your money in the sense that there's no need for you to stretch the rand as you've been needing to stretch the rand or waiting on miracles from Spirit here. Okay, there's some stability here. Yeah, there's a new start. There's a new start, new beginnings, new possibilities, innocence, spontaneousness, optimism, trust in life, blind faith, adventure, and opportunity. I see you guys actually towards the 16th of August. Some of you guys will be so fed up with life and all of the hands you've been catching. You're going to leave on your own and you're going to start and turn this new leaf on your own here. Yeah, present energy here, you're still indecisive here. Two of Swords, you've got difficulty making decisions, you're weighing your options, you're avoiding making this decision here. You're feeling that you might be at a stalemate here. Taking a long time to really make your decision here while you're experiencing stagnation here and exploring your choices. But I do see here in August, there's definitely a new start. And I did say, good to get August kuza nomuntu musha. Remember the Fool card? It's not only new beginnings as well, it's also new relationships as well. So this is new jobs, new relationships. For some of you, could be a new house, could be new cars for some of you, but there's definitely a new start here that's happening within your energetic confluence here. Something that you've truly manifested and something that you really wanted here in your life. Let's clarify here the Hermit. The Hermit in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. Okay. Yeah. It's not going to be an easy choice here, collective. You taking this decision in August is not going to be an easy choice. And I don't see you talking with a lot of people as you make this choice. There is going to be a period, I do see a period here when you make the choice, there may be some silence once again for maybe like 3 weeks, where you feel like you're just hanging in limbo and the universe has almost abandoned you. All right? And I'm seeing you trying to save face. I'm seeing you not telling your family or people around you. You really want this to be hush hush for whatever reason. And you're really leaning into your intuition now. You're saying here, so as John Jamanje, because now you're giving the energetic conference of you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. A new start must happen now. All right, there is this heartache that is in your energetic conference, so anticipate some form of heartache. Some of you may be blindsided here from your places of work. You may be fired. That may not sit well with you, right? But that's the universe pushing. When the walls are coming in, the walls will be coming in here. I do see possibly some of you here being betrayed here by your friends or by your colleagues here, or a group of people that will orchestrate a situation that will lead to you feeling this heartache. It's the only way is what I'm hearing. Second to that, yeah, I'm getting this latent energy again of the retrograde. For some of you, you may still attract somebody here around about, let's say 16th August, that's still a bit karmic, because you may still have this karmic debt that needs to be repaid here to the universe. So, we cannot ignore the 7 of Swords here to the 3 of Swords. Those are classic pairs here for almost the same experience here that has happened here in the recent past here. All right, so I would say, collective, be very vigilant still. Do not lean on just the dates and say, yeah, it's the 16th of August, now I can do anything, I don't need to use my discernment. I'm saying you still need to use your discernment here. These blocks here of relationships will be lifted here, but I do still see this negative karmic energy here. This is karmic. 7 of Swords to the 3 of Swords. This is karmic energy here. This is something here that's going to cause you to be quite upset. Could cause a lot of depression, loss, confusion. So just be very vigilant with that as well. Let's see why this 8 of Swords is here. Okay. In reverse. Ah, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Look, I see you here, collective here, having a brand new start. With the self-limiting beliefs here being in reverse here, the verbatim that I heard here is that you'll be letting go of self-limiting beliefs first and foremost. Number 2, how you see, I'm almost being shown your income, what is worth, what you're worth, is going to change in August. You're going to feel that you deserve more. Some of you will be studying with this Page of Swords here. That is a student there as well. All right. Some of you may be in the era of your spying. You may be having an interest in somebody new here. You may be spying on a divine masculine as well. But also anticipate some good news here. Some of your manifestations are definitely coming in August. And these are the financial opportunities here. Skills development, some of your ambitions, your desires, things that you've been working on very diligently here for a very long time will be coming in here for you here. And I do see that financial stability here. With the King of Pentacles here, I see businesses doing very well. All right. Of course, you guys have been prepared for positions of leadership all this time. all of this sort of is happening as well. Besides you uniting with your besides you merging here with the polar cosmic opposites here, there's also this energetic confluence here of you being focused on these leadership positions here that you're being put into here. So you're going to get a very sacred success here, collective. For everybody that's done the work, there's a very sacred success here that is being almost handcrafted for you. And this is why Spirit is also encouraging you during this period in time, if you're still a bit confused as to what you want to do, how the new earth looks to you, how your income is going to work in the new earth to you, do the easiest thing that you can do in your sleep here, collective. Do what you enjoy and what you can do in your sleep. Right, and something that you're quite talented at, so that you can start to have these offerings to the universe, of course. So that is osizakala nathi, because we don't know what talents you're sitting on at the moment. You're listening to me. Mhlambe I should be co-hosting you here tonight, and we should be reading together, you know. So I absolutely encourage that, collective, in terms of you and your spiritual journey, your talents, and you moving forward in terms of this new chapter that's coming into your life here. I see a lot of opportunities here. I do see also, there could be some of your exes still having an interest in you, right, in August. Some may come back and have a word or two with you, but that's as far as it goes. Depends on the boundaries here that you've placed here before you and them. All right. With that being said, the collective, I'm going to leave the reading there. I truly hope that it resonated with one or two of you and was able to create some clarity in some aspects of your life. Thank you so much, everybody, for the likes and the shares and the follows and the gifts. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Thokoza to win, thokoza to parts, thokoza mntu omdala, long time mntu omdala. Hey, nighty night user 7026. Nighty night mntu omdala. That was a very interesting reading. So yeah, definitely everything here was covered. They didn't speak about the child though, or this thief in detail much. They didn't speak about the child or the thief in detail much. But I'm going to leave it there. I suppose it's just that they needed some of your time here moving forward. Thokoza nomfundo. Iba busy sithandwa sami. Kungcono uma ubusy. Kungcono uma ubusy, yazi. Kungcono uma ubusy. Kungcono uma ubusy. All right, collective. Let us see here. But we're just having a forecast, so it didn't really align all too well here with that. I wanted to read the oracle cards. But with that being said, collective, ngivale insimbi yesikolo naye mayiphume mandiphume early nami mandifumane ithuba. Thank you so much, everybody, once again, for the likes and the shares, the follows and the gifts. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I've paused on the private readings, and I'll announce again when I'm available again for the private readings here, for the collective, the personals. With that being said, collective, thank you so much, everybody. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. Until we meet again between here and now, have a wonderful one.